The negative and positive anima, woman in man. The anima represents all feminine aspects within a man's psyche, including vague feelings, intuitive hunches, openness to the irrational, capacity for personal love, connection with nature, and his relationship to the unconscious. Carl Jung introduced this concept in the early 1920s to elucidate the inner feminine dimensions within men. He characterized the anima as the unconscious facet of a man's psyche that extends beyond the individual and enters the realm of the collective unconscious. The term anima finds its roots in Latin, denoting soul, and Jung drew associations between the anima and various mythological figures like Aphrodite, Selene, Persephone, Hecate, Minerva, and Pandora. The anima encompasses the entirety of a man's unconscious feminine psychological qualities. Jung asserted that men often downplay or repress their sensitivity, rendering the anima one of the most influential autonomous complexes in their psyche. This inner feminine aspect emerges in dreams and exerts its influence over a person's attitude and interactions with individuals of the opposite sex. A man's inner feminine influence, known as the anima, is often shaped by his relationship with his mother. If this influence is negative, it can result in irritability, depression, uncertainty, insecurity, and touchiness. Overcoming these negative influences can strengthen one's sense of masculinity. Within the psyche of such a man, the negative anima figure repeatedly echoes themes like, "I am nothing," "nothing makes sense," and "I find no joy in anything." These moods create a feeling of dullness and a fear of illness, impotence, or accidents. In severe cases, it might even lead to suicidal thoughts, turning the anima into a symbol of death. The French term for this negative anima is femme fatale, and the Greek sirens or the German Lorelei represent the destructive illusion aspect of the anima. In a man's imagination, the negative anima may manifest through sarcastic, poisonous, effeminate remarks that devalue everything, subtly distorting the truth in a harmful way. Alternatively, if a man's experience with his mother has been positive, it can influence his anima in predictable yet distinct ways. This may result in him displaying more effeminate qualities or being susceptible to the influence of women, finding it challenging to navigate life's difficulties. Such anima traits can turn men into sentimentalists, making them as touchy as elderly spinsters or as sensitive as the fairy tale princess who could feel a pea under 30 mattresses. Another subtle manifestation of the anima is seen in certain fairy tales, where a princess poses riddles or challenges to suitors. If they fail, they face dire consequences, and she consistently prevails. In this form, the anima ensnares men in a harmful intellectual game. This anima trick is observable in neurotic pseudo-intellectual conversations that hinder a man from directly engaging with life and making practical decisions. This refers to a situation where the negative influence of the anima is noticeable in neurotic pseudo-intellectual conversations. These discussions are characterized by excessive complexity and overthinking, hindering a man from directly participating in life and making practical decisions. The term pseudo-intellectual implies a superficial or false appearance of intellectualism, suggesting that these conversations may not contribute to genuine understanding or meaningful actions. The point is that the negative anima can lead to overanalyzing and intellectualizing life situations, preventing direct engagement and decisive actions. Excessive reflection on life can lead to an inability to live it, resulting in the loss of spontaneity and outgoing feelings. The anima often shows up through erotic fantasies. Men might engage in these fantasies by watching movies, striptease performances, or daydreaming about explicit content. This represents a basic and primitive side of the anima, turning into a compulsion when a man neglects building emotional connections and maintains an immature approach to life, akin to what we see in the shadow. These aspects of the anima tend to be projected, making them appear as if they belong to a specific woman. The anima can cause a man to instantly fall in love at first sight, seeing her as the one. In this scenario, he senses an intimate connection as if they've known each other forever, falling deeply and helplessly for her, which might seem like sheer madness to others. Women with a fairy-like personality are particularly susceptible to these anima projections. Their mysterious nature allows men to ascribe various qualities to them and create fantasies around them. According to Carl Jung's psychological framework, the negative anima in a man represents the dark or destructive aspects of his unconscious feminine side. It often arises when a man fails to integrate or reconcile his inner feminine aspects, leading to the projection of these negative qualities onto women or the anima figures in his life. One manifestation of the negative anima is irrationality. It can be characterized by unpredictable emotional reactions, mood swings, and outbursts of anger or sadness that seem to have no logical basis. These emotional responses can create confusion and discord in relationships with women. Another aspect of the negative anima is manipulation. When this negative archetype is dominant, a man may unconsciously employ manipulative tactics in his interactions with women. He might engage in passive-aggressive behavior, emotional blackmail, or attempts to control others, all of which can strain relationships and create a toxic dynamic. Additionally, the negative anima can contribute to a man's unrealistic or idealized expectations of women. He may project unrealistic fantasies onto women, expecting them to fulfill all his emotional needs and desires. When these expectations are inevitably unmet, it can lead to disappointment and resentment. Furthermore, the negative anima can manifest as a critical and judgmental attitude toward women. A man under the influence of this archetype may be overly critical of female qualities or traits, projecting his own insecurities onto women and reinforcing negative stereotypes. In summary, the negative anima in a man represents the shadowy and destructive aspects of his unconscious feminine side. It can lead to irrational behavior, manipulation, unrealistic expectations, and critical judgment of women, ultimately affecting his relationships and overall psychological well-being. Integrating and working with the negative anima is an essential part of psychological growth and individuation. The anima has important positive roles. It helps a man find the right marriage partner and uncovers hidden facts when his logical mind fails. Even more crucial is its role in aligning a man's mind with the right inner values, opening the way to deeper inner depths. It's like tuning an inner radio to a specific wavelength, filtering out irrelevant noise and allowing the voice of the great man to be heard. In establishing this inner radio reception, the anima serves as a guide or mediator to the world within and to the self. Within Carl Jung's psychological framework, the positive anima in a man represents the integrated and harmonious aspects of his inner feminine side. It signifies a balanced and healthy relationship with his own feminine qualities. This positive anima embodies several essential traits and functions. Firstly, the positive anima allows a man to access and express a wide range of emotions in a healthy and authentic manner. It enriches his emotional life, enabling him to connect with others on a deeper, more meaningful level. Instead of being dominated by erratic mood swings or emotional suppression, he can harness his emotional intelligence for personal growth and improved relationships. Furthermore, the positive anima nurtures creativity, imagination, and intuition. It encourages innovative thinking and the exploration of new ideas, making a man more receptive to inspiration and artistic expression. This heightened imaginative capacity can lead to greater problem-solving abilities and a more enriched inner world. The positive anima also plays a crucial role in fostering healthy relationships. It allows a man to view women as complete individuals with their own unique qualities, rather than mere projections of his unconscious desires or stereotypes. This perspective promotes genuine respect, empathy, and equality in relationships, contributing to more fulfilling and harmonious connections with others. In summary, the positive anima empowers a man to embrace and integrate his inner feminine aspects, leading to emotional depth, creativity, and healthier relationships. It represents a balanced and mature expression of the feminine within the male psyche. What does the anima's role as a guide to the inner world mean in practical terms? This positive function comes into play when a man takes his anima's feelings, moods, expectations, and fantasies seriously and expresses them in some form, like writing, painting, sculpture, musical composition, or dancing. Patient and slow work in this manner allows deeper unconscious material to surface and connect with earlier elements. Once a fantasy is expressed, it needs to be examined intellectually and ethically with sincere emotional response. Identifying the anima is an ongoing process that requires self-reflection, introspection, and a willingness to explore the depths of one's psyche. By engaging with dreams, relationships, and creativity, a man can gradually uncover the various aspects of his anima and work towards a more harmonious inner balance. It's crucial to perceive these aspects as entirely real, without any lingering doubt that they are mere fantasies. With consistent dedication over time, the process of individuation becomes the primary reality, unfolding in its true form. The integrated anima embodies several characteristic qualities that contribute to a balanced and harmonious inner life. These qualities include the capacity for self-soothing, self-nurturing, and self-love, allowing for a sense of inner well-being. It provides access to creative inspiration, fostering imaginative and innovative thinking. This integrated aspect of the psyche exhibits a strong inner center and containment, promoting emotional stability. It enables empathy and the ability to make value judgments that extend beyond pure rationality. Moreover, the integrated anima grants access to a rich emotional life, fostering good relatedness and happiness in one's inner world. The displaced anima often exhibits a set of characteristic qualities that manifest in a less harmonious manner. These qualities include an uncontained nature, constantly seeking external affirmation and validation. It often lacks creativity, leading to a limited imaginative capacity. This aspect of the psyche can be prone to moodiness and may display a somewhat irritable or bitchy demeanor. It tends to struggle with forming healthy relationships, often engaging in behavior designed to isolate the person from others. Additionally, the displaced anima may manifest masochistic tendencies, exhibit greediness, and a narcissistic nature, and display self-centered behaviors. It is not about entirely giving up masculinity for Lady Anima or losing her completely. Instead, it's about allowing space for the feminine, which is a natural part of a man's being. This is done by recognizing and embracing Eros, the principle of relationships. A man needs to be aware of his feelings and use value judgments inherent in feeling. This judgment is crucial. Men often focus on objects or work, while women prioritize personal relationships. The anima reflects this tendency, seeking to involve a man in such relationships. However, she can also play a constructive role once the feminine element is integrated into consciousness. When this feminine element operates unconsciously, it can disrupt or make relationships unattainable. Insights from depth psychology emphasize the vital need for modern individuals to reconcile with the unconscious, at least for many. In this context, the relationship between a man and his anima is crucial, while for a woman, the connection with her animus, the man in woman, is of utmost importance. These elements act as a bridge facilitating the link to the broader unconscious realm. As long as a man continues projecting his anima onto external women, it creates challenges in connecting with his inner anima, his own femininity. In dreams, female figures without specific associations often appear as strangers, the unknown, or the veiled woman. In legends and myths, they may even take on non-human forms. These dreams can have a deep emotional impact, suggesting an inner psychic dimension that requires a meaningful relationship. The anima, whether called the Great Mother, Goddess of Love, or by any other name, should be revered in her archetypal aspect. However, a man needs to accept his personal anima, his inherent femininity, as a companion and supplement without letting her rule over him. In today's divided era where disruptive forces fracture societies and individuals, the need for unifying influences is crucial. Life depends on the harmonious interplay of both masculine and feminine energies within each person and in the world. Integrating these opposing elements is a key goal in modern psychotherapy. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you found this insightful. I've also developed an app with the link in the description, available on the App Store, to help you learn how to interpret your own dreams. It includes symbols, examples, and more on Carl Jung's psychology.